What makes one guy a champion, one person a champion, and the other one not?
It's drive. It's the will. There's certain people that grow up with a tremendous hunger. And it's usually kids that have struggled when they were kids. When you grow up comfortably and in comfort and in peace and happiness and all those things, that will produce a very balanced person. And a good person, but it will not create the will and the determination and the hunger that you need to be the best in the world.
Every legacy is different, but every legacy can be great. My dream was to leave a mark in bodybuilding, to become a champion who would always be remembered.
The biggest name in competitive bodybuilding is Arnold Schwarzenegger, the current and defending champion of Mr. Olympia. 28 years old, 6'2", 240 pounds. Arnold has held the title for the past 5 consecutive years, in addition to being Mr. Universe 5 times.
The most important thing is that you have a vision, that you have a goal. To have that vision that I want to be the greatest bodybuilder of all time, you have to have a goal. Now, it doesn't have to be that specific goal, but it has to have some goal. This is why I always recommend to people, sit down, take your time, and start thinking about, why do you want to work out? And then it can't be as crazy as it is. It could be, I want to impress girls. If that's your goal, so be it, but it motivates you. It could be that you're emulating a certain, bodybuilder. Have those pictures put all over the wall like I did when I was a kid. So that every day when I go to sleep, every day when I wake up, I look at those pictures and they motivate me. You need that motivation, and then therefore you have this kind of imprint in front of you all the time, and you know exactly what you're chasing. This is why I always smiled when I was in the gym. People always came up to me and says, why are you smiling? You're working out 5 hours a day. You're doing the same as the other guys, but the other guys have a sour face. They're pissed off that they have to do another rep or another set or something. I looked forward to. Why? Because I knew that every rep that I did and every set that I did and more weights that I lifted, I get one step closer to turning that vision into reality.
It's getting closer and closer.
Do you know how great it felt that I knew where I was going? Imagine the majority of people don't know where they're going. I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound squat. I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound bench press. I couldn't wait to do another 2,000 reps of sit-ups. I couldn't wait for the next exercise, for the next half hour posing and all the kind of things that you have to do to be a champion. Because I believed that I can fit up there. And I look back again and learn from what I learned in sports. In my case, in bodybuilding. It's all about the hard work that you put in. Work your ass off. But I didn't listen to those losers. I didn't listen to them at all. That everything is always impossible until someone does it.
You have to do everything possible to win, no matter what. At the day of the contest, if he comes in his best shape and he's equally as good as I am, or if, let's say, he's a few percent better as I am, I spend with him one night. I go downstairs and book us together in a room, to help him for tomorrow's contest. And that night, he will never forget. I will mix him up. He will come so ready to South Africa, so strong. But by the time the night is over, the next morning, he will be ready to lose. I mean, I will just talk him into that. That's no problem to do, you know. And so all those things, you know, are available. And so if they're available, you might as well use them. So that's why it doesn't matter if he comes in shape or out of shape. If he comes out of shape, at least has less hassle from me, you know. And if he's in shape, fine. I hope he is.
In order to make it, you said, in bodybuilding, you try to keep your emotions as low as you can. You want to protect yourself so nothing can get to you. When you want to be a champion, you have to be very cold. I'm quoting you, very cold.
Well, okay, I have to explain to you that this means that especially the 2 or 3 months before a competition, you should keep your emotional level to a low. When you get involved, for instance, 2 months before a competition with a woman, and you fall in love, and that energy, falling in love, takes away from your energy in the gymnasium, then obviously that's gonna hurt your progress. So therefore you have to again find out or ask yourself, what do you want in your life? Do you want to fall in love? Do you want to be married? Do you want to have children and go on with the everyday life like all the other millions of people do? Or do you want to be the one person who is the best?
Did you have a good time with Zoe?
Fine, all right.
You think you'll see her again?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't like being too comfortable. Once you get used to it, it's hard to give up. I want to stay hungry.
Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Focus on your vision. Be relentless. Fail, but get back up again and move forward.
worthwhile in life. You got to be hungry.
I don't want to get too personal, but do you mean to say that when you go cold 2 months before a competition, does that mean no sex either?
No.
For your dreaming, for your running towards your dream, I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about, stretching and challenging,
Frank was
looking for
pretty
ways
smart,
that you
but
can begin
Frank
to
was a
improve
child.
yourself.
And when it comes to the day of the contest, I'm his father.
You have greatness within you.
Advices. So it's not that hard.
You're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine.
The wrong advices. I don't have any weak points. I had weak points a few years ago, but my main thing in mind is my goal always was to even out everything to the point that everything is perfect. Which means if I want to increase one muscle a half inch, the rest of the body has to increase. I would never just make one muscle increase or decrease, because everything fits together now, and all I have to do now is get my posing routine down more perfect, which is almost impossible to do, you know. It's perfect already. Oh yeah, it's down to a point. Wait when you see it.
accidents here, you know.
You attained the tops in bodybuilding, and you decided to retire and move on to this career. How are you going to stay hungry as an actor and as a film person?
Do you have a philosophy by which you live?
Well, there's much more to do in acting. I mean, there's
greater challenges.
Many different types of films to be made. There is still the whole arena of producing films available. There is still, I can get into directing and direct films. I mean, there's many different things to do in this business. It's a wonderful business to be in, which is a business of entertaining people. And I find a lot of joy, and I want to go into all these different avenues and really explore those and take on new challenges.
Do you want to earn like an Academy Award for your acting?
I would love to have an Academy Award, sure. But it's not something that you ever go into a film with the thought of, this is the film that should win me an Academy Award, or this is the film that should get me a star on Hollywood Boulevard, or this is a film that should get me the Golden Globe Award, or whatever the award is that you can get out there in this industry. You go in there for one thing in mind, and that is that you want to do the best possible job to entertain the people, because those are the people that will come back over and over again and support you in the theater and will pay and will create a box office smash. So that's the only thing I think of. And then, if the Academy Award chooses you to nominate you, great. It's a great honor. If the Golden Globe chooses to nominate you, terrific.
And at the same time, though, Arnold, I sense a real joy in you with what's going on. That you're really enjoying it. That it's really pleasurable to you.
Boy, if I don't enjoy what I'm doing, I mean, then I might as well go to 24 hours a day to a shrink, because I must be an idiot. I mean, everything is great. I mean, I have the best wife that you can find. I'm happily married. I make great money. I do the films that I want to do. I'm on top of the world. I'm living in the best country in the world. I mean, how can I complain? I mean, I must enjoy it. You know, this is the only. I mean, I think it is the best that anyone can do.
Do you have a philosophy by which you live?
Staying hungry. That's it.